Good morning, ninjas. Good morning. Just wrapped up this yard. It's Thunder Pumper Tuesday. And as you can see, that area was really the area that needed somewhat of a cut. The rest of it is dying. But we're still on schedule for weekly, and that's what we're doing. Okay. Thunder Pumper Tuesday, ninjas, is always something on Thunder Pumper Tuesday. So yesterday, I lost a cap, and I'm getting ready to show you. It's a cap to the front wheels of the right stander, and the old 61, they would pop up, but not like consistently. It was just here and there, and I would beat them down. And so I just thought maybe it was that mower, but now this 61 is doing it too, where I didn't notice, and now I actually lost a cap. When I looked at the 52, I have to beat it down a little bit as well, but check it out. Good morning, Sass.
You got them babies out here in this cold. You ask them if they have jackets on.
Hey, you guys got jackets? I hope you do, because it is frisky out here. It's frisky out here, isn't it, Sass?
It's always frisky out here.
Hey, where were you? In the back?
Yeah, I was in the rear.
Oh. Yeah, I did.
Check the rear out. Keep your rear game strong.
Okay. Okay. So, this is what I'm talking about, ninjas, right here. I lost this cap, and I had to beat that one down a little bit, and I can see that I'm going to have to touch up the 52. See, you got grease in there and a little bit of grass now and all kinds of goodies. So what I did last night, I put a garbage can over, or garbage bag, and a little towel. But I took the garbage bag off and I just left the towel, but I just now took it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and just order new ones, and I'll probably get an extra one just to have on handy. But let me tell you what happened, Sass. So when this happened last night, I sent a message directly to the one, the only, Ed Wright himself. That's right, ninjas, Ed Wright. And I said, Ed, and I explained to him that I had the similar situation with the old 61 and now this one, and I didn't notice it, that it was popped up so bad that it fell out. You know, it must have fallen out when I hit a bump or something. So this is where that loyalty is. He said, and he was honest about it. You know, back in the day, Sassy, scabbers would just blame me and say, "What'd you hit, Nick? What'd you hit? Well, how did you do that?" Right? That's been my experience, at least. But no, he said that they've had problems and they're trying to work on this, maybe trying to change a different design up here, you know, where these caps are or something, but it's in the works. So he was very honest about it. Man, you got to respect that. I don't care who you are. And he even gave me a link where you can buy some more if you want it quickly before a dealer would have to order them and wait a week, and you can literally, from Amazon, probably ship it overnight, right?
I wonder why they're not screw-on caps instead of pop-on.
Because if you mean like screw-on?
Yeah, I mean, why aren't there just threads in here and the cap's got threads and you screw down?
Hey, you hear that, Ed? Tell him, Sass.
That's not a job application, baby. I got a job. If they were screw-on, they wouldn't pop off. You know, it'd be a little easier.
That is true.
Loose, you could just tighten it around.
So Ed, if that's a good point, Sass. Thank you. So Ed, if you're watching this, you know, maybe that would be something to consider, because I know you can't like use you know, something to where you put holes through, and because the grease would come out and all that, but maybe a screw on, because over time with hitting a bunch of bumps, these pop out.
Yeah, just make the bolt longer and put a Carter key through it.
Or that's a good point too. There's several.
I'm gonna give me a job there.
Sassy?
I got
really?
I'm a weed eater by trade. I can
Okay. All right. But you know, he admitted it, and he helped me out and gave me some options, and I'm not worried about paying a couple bucks for a couple of caps. It's not a big deal. But this is why I'm liking this company more and more. It's things like this. Like if I had a Ferris, or if I had a Scab, or if I had any of these other brands, I don't know anybody personally. Nobody that even stands out in the social aspect, social media aspect, though, that I could say, hey, I know there's a guy that's really involved from that company. But with the Wright family, you know, Ed is really involved in the social media. And I just, one, being honest, and two, helping me out. That's, I don't know. I'm happy with that.
I think it says a lot about him that he said to himself, these mowers need to be more affordable. So he's made a better, more affordable mower. They're not cheaper because these things are built like tanks.
They are.
More affordable.
I agree. So Ninjas, I want to start out the day just to give you, I asked him if it's okay for me to keep using it like this. He said it should be fine, but maybe at night cover it so the moisture and the water doesn't get in there. Obviously, you know, you would want to cover it if we were to all of a sudden hit some rain. But he said it should be fine. Don't mess with anything until you just get the caps and put some new caps on there.
You know a man loves his lawnmower when he gets its own blanket every night. I'm telling you, that's special.
Okay. All right. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you, but that's what happened. So, you know, Ninjas, I've done this even with the Scabbers. If something happens with the mower, anything that comes up, I will share it with you, whether it's good or bad. I don't care how much I like these Wrights. And I truly stand behind them because they're impressing me every day by day. But if something happens, I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to show it to you, and I'm also going to share it with Ed and try to figure out if this is common, if this is something new that he needs to look into. That's how you guys will get the true feedback, and find out, you know, what these machines are all about for those of you who are thinking about maybe purchasing one. I haven't reported much to you. And why is that, Sass?
There's nothing to report.
There's nothing to report. I don't have anything to say besides the fact that these things kick tail every freaking day. And I told you this a while back. I'm looking just for a freaking mower that is dependable, and I can just jump on it, turn it on, and go. Because I don't have time to fool around with things. And the fact that there's no grease fittings whatsoever is phenomenal in its own. No grease fittings.
Oh, I know. I've not had a dealer cup of coffee in a long time. I don't know what the problem is.
Okay. All right. I wanted to update you on that. So I will be getting some new caps. We got to keep moving. But, you know, that's just the first thing that's happened since I've owned these machines. And obviously from now on, I'm just going to keep an eye on it better. But anyway, you ready? You keep it going?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Let's keep it growing. Hey. Thunder Pumper Tuesday. All right, Sass, we're here at these two houses. Before we get started, because you guys have seen these, I got something for you, Sass.
Well, I like presents.
I want you to open it on camera. Now, this was from Mama Ninja.
Really?
Yes, and she packed it up for you nicely. And she said, go ahead and give this to Sassy.
Got tape on it, though. My house nemesis.
Hey, before you open it, just so you know, she made it.
I like that even better. Oh, she knows me so well. Look at that. I bet you thought, nah, I bet he won't wear that.
With glitter on it. Look, before you lift up, try to catch that glitter. See that glitter?
Thank you, ma'am. Perfect. And I will wear it everywhere I go.
You like it?
I love it.
There you have it, Mama Ninja.
Now I'm a standalone person. I told you, just need a little bedazzle, a little glitter in your day.
What happened to your heart-shaped glasses?
Oh, I've got them put up.
Okay.
They're special.
Okay.
They will look good with this hat
Yeah,
tomorrow.
All right. We're getting ready to start this. Mr. Sassafras. Look at you.
See, I look fine now. Styling.
All right, guys. So I just finished mowing this yard, and you've seen it before. It's a weekly, year-round. But I'm getting ready to aerate this yard here in the next couple days, this weekend. So one of the things that you want to do, or at least that's what I do, and it's always worked really well, is Sassy saying is cut it just a tad bit shorter than you normally would right before aerating. Okay, so if you're cutting it at a specific height all the time, right before aerating, cut it a little shorter. Just quickly show you over here as well. So you can see, you know, I never normally cut it this short, and it'll come back, but right before aerating, you want to cut it just a tad bit shorter, okay? Just a tip. Most of you probably already know that. You've seen this yard before. It's a crappy backyard, I'm not gonna lie. Very challenging even during the summer. As you know, we don't bring the mower down here, it's all weed eating. The good thing is when it's leaf time, leaf cleanup, we're here every 2 weeks on a rotation. So remember how I mentioned a couple videos back, like it doesn't have to be perfect. The only time it has to be absolutely perfect is like the very last cleanup of fall, winter, and then we go into spring. There's no reason to try to battle and get every single leaf. And as long as you have an understanding with your customer, you're fine. It's different when customers call you for a one-time leaf cleanup and they expect a solid cleanup. Then, you know, you're gonna charge more, first and foremost. Most likely that customer's waited for all the leaves to fall down, and if that's the case, then you know, you charge more and you do a full cleanup. But one of the agreements that I have in contracts, and actually this is what happens to be one of them that's contracted, is we keep going year round, and it basically just replaces the mowing with blowing the leaves. Now luckily with this one, otherwise it would be a bigger charge, right? Luckily with this one, we were told to just basically keep blowing everything every 2 weeks down and line it up right against this fence line. If you can see, there's a double fence line, or a double fence. There's the chain link fence, and then you've got the wooden fence, which is the neighbor's. So leaves do not go over into the neighbor's yard, which is really important. One of the things I've learned, even with mowing, some people can be very territorial, I guess you could say, right? This is my property. That's, I don't want to go there right now, but it's the same with leaves. If you blow a couple of leaves on someone else's property and they just happen to be that type of person where, you know, they want to be anal about it, they're gonna come out and you're gonna be in an altercation. Have I had it happen? Yes. So definitely make sure you don't do that. But luckily with this leaf cleanup job, our job is just to line it up. Now, does it fill up by the end of the fall and into winter? Yes, it does. But for some reason, by the time spring starts mowing, they go away. You know, when you add the rain, the cold, they just disappear, which is quite interesting actually. So there you go. Good leaf cleanup for every 2 week basis. As you can see, it sucks. Worst thing about this backyard is having to walk all the way back. I'm talking, guys, this is pretty steep. Walking all the way back up front. Between me and you, if it wasn't for the people who live here, I would have dropped this yard a long time ago. But the people that live here are the sweetest people that I ever have met, or one of. I've met plenty of nice people, but one of the nicest people, and they're older, and I don't know. I you know, there's been days and summers where I felt like just telling them I can't help you anymore. But I can't, I don't know, I can't. I never have a problem. They do the card on file. Nobody ever questions me anything. Nobody ever doubts my work. Nobody questions my work. I don't know. Mama Ninja. You always know when I start recording. I don't know what it is. No. What's up? Hi. I don't know. I really got to check this GoPro and see if Mama Ninja's got me bugged, because she always seems to know when I'm recording. But there you have it. As you guys can see, it looks 10 times better than what it did. It's just a really challenging backyard. I don't know, just a really challenging backyard. Front yard is a little challenging. It is a little bit on a hill too, but it's not nowhere near as bad as the backyard. So anyway. So we just wrapped that up. You guys have seen it, as you've seen it many times before. We got one more to go, and I think we're gonna call it quits. We did not get to some of the big commercial accounts that I was planning on today, but that's okay. We got tomorrow and we got Thursday. We got plenty of time. We did knock out the new apartment, the new duplexes that I keep telling myself that I am going to record more and show you guys, but it just seems like every time we get there, we just want to get done and get out of there. What's up, Sass?
Lou Ferrigno got his own push mower.
Hey, man. That's what's up. He's killing it. Sass, quit hating. Funny, because we were just talking about working in shorts, right?
Yeah,
and things like that.
You know, she probably just woke him up off the couch like, you could get out there and mow that yard.
Yeah.
Didn't work all day.
It just seems like when you see people mowing in shorts, it's a homeowner, right?
Oh yeah, always.
Not a business. Just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion. Here's your Nature Minute with Sassy. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you about them reindeer.
Reindeer.
Reindeer eat psychedelic mushrooms.
What?
Yes, they do. And then they get high. Then they re-drink their own pee and get high twice.
You're
That's
kidding me.
No.
The mushrooms get them high.
To top it all off and let you know the story of Rudolph may not be historically accurate, reindeers can see the ultraviolet spectrum. That's how they notice polar bears out in the snow and stuff.
What?
That's right. So they could have seen through the fog anyway. Didn't need no light off no little deer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Santa Claus just put him in charge so he can lead the team to make him feel better. He didn't need no light off that. The other deer were probably high.
So they eat the mushrooms, and then like they get high off the mushrooms.
Oh yeah, then they start tripping. They drink their own urine and they trip again. Drugs are bad. Be drinking pee and flying in circles. Drugs are bad.
Wow, that is news to me. I did not know that. What happens like if they get attacked while they're high?
Same thing happened to anybody. You know, it's usually Bill Cosby. So that's how that works.
Okay. This mower is driving me nuts while I'm trying to talk over here. Some guy in shorts just...
Yeah, he's on that new medication, no acetol. Make your butt fall off.
Sess, what if he's like a loyal ninja watching us?
No, he's not. See them shorts? He ain't loyal.
You know, yeah, I was thinking that's a good point.
Yeah, he's a hater. Some haters. You know, shout out to the single moms that have time to paint their toenails. I'm telling you, that's a real chore. You don't think about that all the time, but I'm telling you now, a woman go to work all day, go to the store, pick up the kids, come home, put all that up, fix dinner, get everybody in bed, get all the clothes washed, and she still takes time to paint her toenails. Shout out to them single moms.
Yeah, shout out to single moms.
That's right. You know, any you think housewife ain't a job? I wouldn't do that job. Job hard.
No, I have personally witnessed that. How much work it consists to just raise one child, more or less, you know, people who have multiple kids. But yeah, you know, in the past I've always heard, like, you know, she's just a stay-at-home mom. Oh, and she, you know, or stay-at-home dad, whatever, and you know, he's got it made. Bull crap. I'm telling you, I don't know how my wife does it. I am so proud of her because I love my son to death. I would kill for him. How much I love him. But when I spend 1 or 2 days with him, like on a weekend, there's been some weekends, you know, we've had 2 days off. I love him to death, but I'm ready to go work. I just think it requires so much patience and so much energy, and I can only give so much, and I'm ready to go. So I do not understand how some of these mothers or fathers, but in particularly my wife, how she does it. I don't. That's a lot.
No union, no days off.
No.
You unappreciated, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Appreciate your wives if they're stay-at-home moms. Particularly just stay-at-home moms, you know, that because that's like a 24/7. Mothers who have jobs, you know, it's still tough, but at least, you know, they're kind of like the fathers, right? They get away, you know, you drop your kids off at daycare and you can kind of get away a little and then you come back together. But the mothers or the fathers who are stay-at-home, and that's a freaking job. Yeah, appreciate your wives, or women, if you're watching, appreciate your husbands, whoever is stay-at-home, because there's men or women both stay at home.
Oh, that's right. Ain't no shame in that game either.
No.
You get them babies raised, do that job.
Yeah, that's right. And it takes a lot of work to raise your children. So
And remember, if you come in from work and run your mouth and she's got dinner on the table, she might have something extra in that for you if you ain't careful.
There you go. Hope you enjoyed today's Nature Minute with Sassy.
Watch them reindeer, Christmas time coming, they'll be all over the place. Shouldn't even be allowed to fly in that condition.
I did not know that about reindeer. I learned so much from these Nature Minutes that we've started with Sassafras over here. Some are just hilarious, some are just useless, but some are very educational. And
that Animal Planet has got me. Good stuff on that.
Okay, anything else, Sass? How's the day been?
Oh, it's been great. You know, it's Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
Thunder Pumper Tuesday, that's right. It's been a good day. It's been a good day besides losing that cap, which I showed you guys first thing in the morning. Other than that, you know, it's been a solid.
Yeah, R. Kelly, don't be getting no ideas about them mushrooms. Tell you.
What the crap?
You look up news stories, that baby got some whole issues reindeer can't even cover. Good man, just rough.
There you have it. See ya.
Bye. Still here. You know, they probably won't go to the job, but it's probably they won't see this man's shorts again.